everyone, this is Mark of TechPinas.com and I'm with Mr. Shannon Mead, the Country Manager of HMD Global Philippines, and we're showing you their latest flagship Android smartphone, the Nokia 7 Plus. Okay, thank you Shannon for doing this interview.
Thank you.
And you have here the most expensive and the most powerful handset that you launched today, the Nokia 7 Plus. So can you tell me more about it?
Absolutely. So I think what we've tried to do with this device is introduce a flagship hero without the flagship price. Priced at $21,990, it's still affordable with our tie-up with Home Credit, deferred interest payment.
$21,990 is like not bad at all.
So with a Home Credit, you can put down your deposit and then pay that over 9 months. So it becomes extremely affordable, which is our main approach when it comes to this. But it doesn't compromise on technology or specs when you talk about a flagship either.
Okay, so speaking of flagship, this phone is flagship through and through, on the outside and in the inside. So can we start with the design of the handset?
Absolutely. So we've got two models here, but so we've got the white copper
gorgeous,
and the black copper.
Both very gorgeous.
They are absolutely. So you'll see that it's actually it's a ceramic coated, so 6 times ceramic coating, as well as an aluminium device. Like it's actually made from an aluminium block.
Wow.
And you'll see this beautiful, dual tone anodizing. So the outside of that, from the copper perspective, also.
There you go.
The white.
So this part is
nice in
ceramic coating, but inside it's aluminum.
Correct. Yes.
Oh,
so the body itself is aluminum, and then it's kind of a ceramic coated on the outside.
Can you play with it?
Of course.
Can you give me the...
So as you'll notice, there's the fingerprint scanner.
You have the fingerprint scanner
on the back.
There. Yeah, there you go.
So you'll also notice actually on the back is the Android One logo. So this is part of the Android One program. Bringing the branding on that. So you'll also notice the Zeiss logo on the back. This is introducing dual lens 13 and 12 on the back for Zeiss, but then on the front the 16 megapixel Zeiss lens.
For the front-facing camera, Shannon, it's going to be able to take the Bothies as well.
Absolutely. Right? So you can actually do a Bothie. So if we look at the experience here,
there you go.
So if you can move to your dual mode, and what that'll do is actually open up the dual mode experience from so your front and your rear camera. You can, of course, you change that into a video mode. And if you want to, you can actually go to Facebook Live as well. Especially
now, lots of people are doing vlogs, right? So that's going to be very useful as well. If you want to show your reaction to what's in front of you, that's I think that's the primary function.
Absolutely. I think in the future we can sit here with a phone in between us, and you actually see you and I interviewing face to face. So some really cool innovation in there.
You've talked about the design and the imaging capabilities. How about the internal hardware?
So it's a 464. So it's a Snapdragon 660 processor with a 464 memory configuration. It is expandable via SD card. It does have, I guess, a hybrid SIM slot. So it's either 2 SIMs or unSIM and a SD. But with 64 gig, that's a lot of memory on board already.
That's a lot of memory on board. How about the battery life, Shannon?
So this is actually, it's a massive 3,800 milliamp hour.
Oh, that's big for a phone of this size.
Absolutely. Actually. So look, in lab conditions, and as we'll see in some of the advertising, it says 2-day battery life. We all know in real life situation that
can be a bit less.
That it may not. So we'll say, look, you'll get a day, you'll get more than a day very easily with a 3,800 milliamp hour battery, as most of them are usually around about a 3,000, 3,200.
Okay. So I'm going to ask you, what kind of user do you think would want a phone like this?
So it's quite interesting when we looked at the first demographic last year with our Nokia base, and we saw so many people going for the Nokia 6. Even though, of course, from a price sensitivity perspective. So we've seen that there's actually a demand for, a Nokia flagship device, and being able to have it at an accessible price point without compromising on the technology. So I think there's everything from gamers, because of the 464 and the large, 18:9 screen. Is great from a gaming experience. Of course, media consumption as well. You can watch your videos, as well as then creating some great content through both these through the camera.
Okay, so I would say the gamers, those who love to take photos, videos. For me, it's the vloggers, because like those who love to travel and just share their experiences with their friends on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, would love a phone like this. Plus, it's not that, considering that you're positioning this in the flagship level, the pricing, I think, is still very much accessible for yuppies, for young professionals, I think. This would be a great phone for you. And with that, Shannon, when will this phone be out in the Philippines and how much will it be?
So today we announced the pricing is $21,990. You'll find it available for pre-sale from today. So you could leave from here and actually you book your order on our partners, either Argo Mall. You can add it to your Lazada wish list from today.
Yeah.
Also available on Abenson and Memo Express online as a pre-sale, and then available in retail from the 27th. So you've basically got 2 weeks from today to pre-book it, and then you can pick it up from your retailer or have it delivered on the 27th of this month.
That's great. I actually like Argo Mall because you just call them and they deliver the phone to you. So it's really nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so there you have it, TV friends. The new flagship smartphone of HMD Global Philippines, the Nokia 7 Plus.